Thank you all for listening and watching my videos. Please subscribe and like my channel Master Coolits. Hoping that you will not skip my ads. It's a big help for me by not skipping it. Thank you so much. Dragon Shadow. The Rise.
The anticipation in the air was palpable as the crowd gathered. Each individual stood at the ready, tension visible in their eyes.
It's almost time. Let me introduce myself since everyone who should be here is here.
Leo King's voice cut through the air like a knife, commanding attention and respect.
My name is Leo King, the messenger of the Kangmu Dragon Palace of the Zhuanyun Mountains. I'm also the person who has led you to participate in the qualifying match.
A murmur of respect rippled through the crowd.
Greetings, Master Liu.
Greetings, Master Liu.
Greetings, Master Liu.
Greetings, Master Liu.
The crowd's unified greeting echoed, their respect for Leo King evident.
Well, I shall not waste time talking nonsense. The battle arena of the preliminary match is not here. Come with me.
Without another word, Leo King ascended into the formation above his head, his movements swift and precise. The crowd hesitated for only a moment before following his lead, their anticipation transforming into action. Among the crowd was Zane Martel, his expression one of curiosity and determination. He passed through the thick clouds, feeling a strange sensation as he touched the array.
A transmission formation? There's actually a transmission formation set up out of thin air? Is this the work of the Kangmu Dragon Palace?
Zane Martel couldn't help but marvel at the resources and power that must have gone into such an elaborate setup. The cost was staggering, yet it seemed trivial to a top force like the Kangmu Dragon Palace. After thousands of geniuses had passed through the transmission formation, they emerged at a mountain range. Leo King led them to a mountain peak, where they landed in unison. Before them stood a stone tablet, dozens of meters high, imposing and mysterious.
The first round of the test is to test your willpower. If your willpower doesn't reach the Wandering Soul level, you'll be eliminated at once. You're no longer required to participate in the following tests.
The announcement hit the crowd like a thunderclap. Shocked whispers spread among them, the reality of the challenge sinking in.
What? Were they saying that contestants must all possess the willpower of the Wandering Soul level? Isn't this a bit too demanding?
Cultivating willpower was a daunting task, nearly impossible for most. It was an arduous journey that required immense talent and dedication. Generally, one's willpower would reach the entry-level level after cultivating the expert level. But for the geniuses aiming to become the dragon envoy of Kangmu, the bar was set extraordinarily high. Zane Martel, however, felt a surge of confidence. Back in the martial spirit level, his willpower had already reached the Wandering Soul level. He knew he had what it took to pass this test.
The stone pillar in front of you can determine the strength of your willpower. The results can be immediately observed as long as you release your willpower. The stone pillars will release different types of starlight based on the strength of your willpower. 1 star represents the ordinary level, and 2 stars represent the extraordinary level. In other words, if you want to pass the test, there has to be at least 5 stars. Who's first?
The challenge was clear, the stakes high. The crowd bristled with nervous energy, eyes locked on the stone tablet. Who would be the first to step forward and face the test? Zane Martel took a deep breath, ready to prove his worth. But as he stepped forward, the tension in the air grew thicker, each heartbeat echoing louder in the silence. The crowd exchanged fearful glances, none daring to step forward.
I'll do it. I'm quite confident in my willpower.
A burly young man took the initiative, stepping up to the stone tablet. He pressed his arm against it, releasing a powerful stream of willpower that integrated into the stone tablet. The stone tablet shook, lighting up with 5 streaks of silver starlight.
The initial stage of the Wandering Soul level. Not bad. You've passed. Next.
The color of the starlight would change according to the strength of the candidate's willpower. Silver indicates the initial stage, yellow the intermediate stage, red the advanced stage, and purple the peak. Those who passed stepped aside, waiting for the test to end.
I'll do it.
Another thin man stepped forward, his willpower integrated into the stone tablet, resulting in 5 streaks of starlight.
The initial stage of the Wandering Soul level. Pass next.
More people came forward to take the test, one by one. These geniuses were indeed exceptional. In the ordinary expert level, one's spiritual strength would, at most, reach the advanced stage of the entry soul level. Breaking through to the wandering soul level was nearly impossible without rare techniques to enhance willpower. The growth of willpower depends on the practitioner's body constitution and talent. Soon, more than 500 candidates had completed the test, all passing with willpower in the initial and intermediate stages of the wandering soul level. None reached the advanced stage. No one from the Zora Genius list had stepped forward yet. Suddenly, a gorgeous woman approached and released her willpower. 4 streaks of purple starlight shot out.
The peak of the entry soul level not qualified.
The woman's face fell, her eyes misting over with anxiety. Despite reaching the peak of the entry soul level, she was a step away from the wandering soul level. She couldn't deny the results and had to walk to the side, exasperated, waiting for the test to end before heading back.
Look, Julian Flynn is next.
The crowd's eyes lit up as Julian Flynn stepped forward. He stretched out his arm, released his willpower, and shot a cold glance at Zane Martel. 5 streaks of red starlight shot out.
The advanced stage of the wandering soul level. Not bad. Next.
Leo King's tension eased, pleased to see someone finally at the advanced stage of the wandering soul level. The crowd was secretly impressed by Julian Flynn's strong willpower. Despite Zane Martel occupying his position, he deserved his place on the Zora Genius list. No one doubted Julian Flynn's strength. Soon those on the Zora Genius list stepped up to test their willpower. The crowd held their breath, waiting to see who would pass the next crucial test. The stakes were high, and the tension only grew as the strongest contenders prepared to prove themselves. The atmosphere was electric as the crowd murmured, their eyes darting to the stage.
Mr. Griffin is on stage.
All eyes focused on Mr. Griffin's handsome and slender figure. The crowd held their breath, eager for the results. How strong was the willpower of the second-ranked person on the Zora Genius list? Mr. Griffin strode forward confidently. Purple energy erupted from his body as he released his willpower. The stone tablet shook violently, glimmering with 5 dazzling streaks of purple starlight.
Peak. It's the peak of the wandering soul level. Oh my god, this is incredible.
Mr. Griffin's talent is indeed powerful.
The stronger one's willpower, the stronger one's talent. The top 50 on the Zora Genius list took the test. Leonard Hunter and Ethan Reed's willpower both measured at the initial stage of the wandering soul level. Ethan Storm was at the intermediate stage. Apart from Mr. Griffin, no one else's willpower had reached the peak. A stunning, delicate figure walked forward. A person who appeared to be a mix of both male and female, wearing a black robe with no expression. It was Hugh. Zane Martel frowned as his gaze fell on Hugh, complex feelings swarming in his heart. He hadn't expected to meet Hugh here. 5 streaks of purple starlight burst forth. It has appeared. Hugh is actually at the peak of the wandering soul level. Oh my god, he's been keeping a low profile, the crowd reacted. The crowd was stunned. Mr. Griffin's face darkened. Hugh turned around, his gaze lingering on Zane Martel for a few seconds before walking away silently, moving to the side alone. The crowd buzzed with speculation. What was the connection between Zane Martel and Hugh, and how would this revelation affect the upcoming challenges? The stage was set for more dramatic revelations. The strongest contenders had not been tested, and the stakes had never been higher. The tension in the room was palpable as the majority of the participants had completed their willpower tests. A few stragglers remained, nervously awaiting their turn. It was then that the spotlight shifted to Victor Quinn, the top ranked on the Zora Genius list. Though Victor Quinn appeared ordinary, his aura shone with an undeniable brilliance. Every eye in the room followed him as he stepped forward, curiosity buzzing in the air.
Victor Quinn, you're finally up. Not bad.
Victor Quinn touched the stone tablet, channeling his willpower. The stone responded with a violent shake, emitting 6 yellow starlights.
6 streaks of starlight. Victor Quinn's willpower is at the blue soul level.
Oh my god, he's at the intermediate stage of the blue soul level. Is this the strength of the first place on the genius list?
What a terrifying talent.
The room erupted in a clamor, panic and awe spreading like wildfire. Cultivating willpower was no easy feat, and Victor Quinn's achievement was unprecedented. Fear for Victor Quinn surged within everyone's hearts, their faces reflecting a mix of admiration and dread. Mr. Griffin, second on the list, glared at Victor Quinn, his eyes burning with killing intent. Victor Quinn noticed but remained unfazed. As the champion, he knew jealousy and animosity were inevitable.
Not bad at all. An intermediate stage of the Blue Soul level. Victor Quinn, keep up the hard work in this selection.
Leo King was elated, clapping Victor Quinn on the shoulder with a hearty laugh. The success of participants meant greater rewards for him and his colleagues. One by one, the other top 10 geniuses stepped up, their determination evident. However, their willpower only reached the intermediate stage of the Wandering Soul level.
Is there anyone else who hasn't taken the test yet? Hurry up and come forth.
I'll do it. The crowd turned to see who dared to go next. Suspense hung in the air, the room on edge for the next revelation. Zane Martel took a step forward, his face a mask of calm determination. Inside, he knew his willpower had ascended to the Wandering Soul level. He reached out and placed his hand on the cold stone tablet. A low rumble echoed through the air, a burst of strange sound preceding the violent shaking of the tablet. Suddenly, 6 streaks of yellow starlight shot out from the top, their brilliance matching that of Victor Quinn's. The crowd gasped, astonished.
Who is he? Why is his willpower so strong?
I heard his name is Zane Martel. Yesterday he defeated Julian Flynn, who ranked 50th on the Zora Genius list. Now he's in the top 50.
Unbelievable. Another one at the intermediate stage of the Blue Soul level. This is frightening.
Faces of Julian Flynn, Leonard Hunter, Ethan Reed, and Hugh darkened. The stronger Zane Martel became, the more it threatened their standing. Mr. Griffin's expression was grim, his brows knitting tightly. Was there really someone here besides Victor Quinn with stronger willpower than his? The idea was intolerable, especially from someone of a low-level kingdom. A faint murderous intent flickered in his eyes.
Blue Soul level? When did my willpower reach this level? How did I not know?
Zane Martel was dazed, never having expected his willpower to develop so rapidly and unnoticed.
Not bad, not bad. It seems the Xuanyun Mountains have many potential talents. What's your name?
Master Leo, my name is Zane Martel from the Yarrow Kingdom.
Oh, the Yarrow Kingdom? That small country on the border? Impressive to see such a genius from there. Keep working hard.
Noted, Master Leo.
Leo King's praise stirred envy among the crowd. Out of over 1,000 participants, only Victor Quinn's name was renowned. Not even the second-ranked Mr. Griffin had this recognition. But Zane Martel did. Among the crowd, a minority harbored jealousy toward Zane Martel, a faint killing intent lurking beneath their envious gazes. Victor Quinn, initially shocked, now watched Zane Martel with delighted eyes, a wide grin splitting his tanned, rough face.
He's so strong. Could he be like me?
The willpower test paused briefly before continuing. Half an hour later, it concluded. Over 1,000 participants joined the preliminary match. Over 900 progressed to the next round, while over 100 were eliminated due to their low willpower. The tension in the air was palpable as the next stage loomed, uncertainty and excitement gripping the hearts of all those who remained. Those who were eliminated naturally couldn't take part in the next round of the test, so they had to return.
Well, you've passed the first round of the test. Come with me.
Leo King took the lead, and everyone hurried to catch up with him. They passed through a few narrow paths and arrived at the other side of the mountain. Heavily guarded by the sense of the King Dragon Palace. Seeing Leo King, the guards bowed in unison. Soon they arrived at a vast open space that extended to a cliff. The cliff was thousands of meters high, with clouds dancing below. The bottom of the cliff couldn't be seen at a glance. Yet a huge formation above and below the cliff emitted bright flowing light and danced with natural rules.
The second round of the test is to test your mastery of the power of nature. After walking off this cliff, your vital energy will be constrained and stagnant because of the formation setup. That is why all you can use is nature's power. Go forward 6 miles from here. Your destination leads to the next round and the spot for the final round of the test. As long as your control of the power of nature has reached the major completion, it will be a piece of cake for you to pass through.
Upon hearing the mention of the major completion, many breathed a sigh of relief in their hearts. For them, it was too much of a tough task to master one or two powers of nature.
I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
As he spoke, Leo King soared into the sky and flew to the other side of the cliff. Many began to take the first step forward by stepping out of the cliff. The one taking the lead was a thin young man with a gaunt face. The moment he stepped forward, two balls of flame condensed from underneath his feet. Wrapping around his feet, the flames lifted him up, allowing him to slowly walk over as if he was walking on flat ground. Seeing so, many stepped out one after another, releasing the power of nature to walk in the direction of the other side of the cliff. Drowning himself in the group, Zane Martel was about to leave when a friendly voice sounded beside his ear.
Hey, young lad, I didn't expect you to have such talent.
Zane Martel looked over to see that it was Victor Quinn. The tension in the air was palpable as the next stage loomed, uncertainty and excitement gripping the hearts of all those who remained. What challenges awaited them on the other side of the cliff? How would Zane Martel fare in this test of natural power? The answers were beyond their reach, shrouded in mystery and anticipation.